This is shit. Blanche, it failed. Again. In front of me, jeez. It's getting deep. Welcome everybody, the sun is shining, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Like always, a very, very dumb apprentice adventure idea is about to start, and that is to take on this track down here, which I'm going to label as the hardest fire trail in the Sydney Blue Mountains that you can do on a motorbike. Before you go jumping up and down in your chair going, well, that is not the hardest fire trail, what a crazy accusation, Lance. I'm going to give you my 6 personal reasons, my 6 opinions on why I'm saying it's the hardest track. But before I read them off my phone, this is the track of it a few months ago. I attempted on my own solo, totally underestimated it, overheated my bike, thought I blew up my engine. Turns out I had a flat battery, was meant to be home at 4 p.m, instead got home at midnight. My family was shitty at me. I had to be rescued by Jamie. If you're watching, once again, Jamie, thank you for the rescue. But it's been in my head that I've got to try to do this track solo and give it another crack. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here early, so if it fails, I just got to walk home, simple as that. But for my 6 reasons why, let's get into the reasons. But number 1, and most importantly, this is Gibraltar Trail connecting into Waterfalls Creek Trail. I call them sort of one track. It is a gazetted road. It's on Google Earth, it's on Google Maps, it's on all the navigation apps. It's even got a wild dog poisoning sign at the front of it. There's no closures here, there's no gates here, so this is a road. So that is my main reason. It's very, very accessible off Genolan Caves Road to get down here and give this a crack. But for whatever reason, this road isn't really used anymore, and there's a whole heap of Gibraltar trails that kind of just feed into the one main one. So I don't know if this is like an old school version, but it is here and it is to be used. Number 2, 3 decent and steep descents and 3 decent and steep ascents. So that makes the trail pretty hard. Number 3, there are 4 major choke points, and I'm going to film all of them. Obviously, if you get over the obstacle very easily, it's not a choke point. But for the average rider, there are 4 major choke points on this track. Number 4, the terrain has loose rocks, it has loose dirt, it has a fallen tree, it has a wet area full of debris that you've got to cross, and it has major rutting on one of the choke points, which is where I came unstuck last time. I'll film all that. And number 5, when I get to it, I'll show you, but the surface on this trail in a certain section is like something I've never seen before. And that's what ticks my box of saying it's the hardest track. If you don't get traction, you're done. And I'm not talking about getting a push, I'm talking about attempting this solo. So I'll show you the surface when I get there. And number 6 for me, this is the only trail that I have failed on miserably. Like, not failed as in I could return and go up the other way, failed as in I had to walk away from my bike and leave it sitting there. And that totally sucked. And I actually thought that was the end of Sally. I thought I cooked the engine, but turns out it was just a miserable day. And to put a little bit more context about this ride, if you want to attempt it, I would not recommend it for a beginner at all. If you're an advanced rider with a full enduro machine, you'll probably smash this out, no doubt. But if you're like me, an everyday intermediate rider with a bit of a bigger bike, give this a shot solo, but bring someone with you in case you're really up shit creek. But try to do all the choke points, which I'll film as a solo effort. That's a pretty good challenge, I reckon. If you can do that, happy days. FYI, the one section I'll film where I nearly lost my bike, you could get up that first run and think, Lance, that was as easy as, or that could literally be an all-day affair trying to get 30 meters on this awful surface, just getting 0 traction. And that's what I'm very, very worried about. I'm excited, but I'm just equally as shitting myself, because if I get stuck there, it's about a 5K hike to my car. So I have parked my car up the road this time so I can get home if I have to leave my bike in the bush. So anyway, in saying that, I'm going to give this a shot. This will be what I'm listing the hardest fire trail in the Sydney Blue Mountains. Wish me luck. I'll film the whole thing in terms of the hard stuff. And well, we'll see what happens, eh? Let's get amongst it. I am so nervous because I know what the outcome was last time. And it was not a great day for anyone involved. Anyway, we're committing. My backup plan, I've got a few backup plans in my head, but let's just see how I go tackling the old school Gibraltar Trail. The track itself, with Gibraltar and Waterfalls Creek track, is not that long in distance, probably, I don't know, perhaps 5 kilometers or so. But it can take, I'll go on this rut, but it can take all day if you balls it up. Got 2 ways here. Oh, I'm just so nervous. And you can see where there's all sorts of tracks either way, because people, I reckon, come unstuck and have been making over the years their own version. Whew, that's slippery. So this is choke point number 1, and as you can see, it's a fallen down tree. And now that I'm looking at it, perhaps I would have gotten over this the other way. So it's still full on because you've got this drop off here and you don't want to hit that. So yeah, as I said, here's choke point number 1. It's actually, all this rain we've had recently has washed dirt, and as you can see, it's built up here. That's actually making life a lot better. But this here, in my head last time I was here, I wasn't going to get up that because I was worried. It was so wet when I was last here that I was worried my bike's just going to fall down here. But I do have a backup plan. If I can't get up this other end, I actually do think I can get over this. I'm just going to have to muscle it the best I can. So I need to line my bike up, and this is where my bike is weighing 160 kilos at the moment, and my bash plate's going to hit this, I know it. But it's the off-camber stuff too. My bash plate's about to hit. Yep. And then I've now got to manhandle this. When I was last here though, oh shit. It was 35 degrees today, only 20 degrees. See how the bike wants to come. Holy moly. Come on. Bounce, 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 bounce. Come on, come on, come on. And, oh, yeah. Sick. So here is choke point number 2, and this is way worse. Oh, water's taking out heaps of a track. Oh, man. But what I might do is try and make a better ramp, because it's just so slippery. And when I was here last time, I couldn't get my rear wheel over this, so it just kept washing out. But mind you, the last major flood we had, which was only the other week, this is completely different again. So let me make something a bit better here to try to just go bam straight up. Oh shit. This is gonna suck, I know it. Let's see how we go though. Come on, bike. No. Come on. No, I knew it. It just bogs down so bad. Don't want to flat my battery. yes, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Come on. Alright, so this is choke point 3, the beginning of it. You got to get through all this bumpy rock shit, and then you got no run up to hit the hard bit. But I'll get up there, and I don't even know if I can get up there, to be honest, but we'll see how the bike goes. Come on. This is not good. Okay, I might just see if I can go for it straight up there, and I'll come back and film how bad it is. Just while the bike's kind of running on the right, and I'll see what transpires there. Oh man, that was death. Shit. Nah, I'm fucked already. Absolutely fucked already. Oh man, it just bogs down so quickly. You can't get any run up, any traction, and it really sucks. And to be honest, my battery is already hating life, and I might be better off just going back down the hill. Seriously, because this was my route, but there's a tree there now. I was going to go straight up the guts there, so that's got me defeated. I've tried this before. That does not work at all. This here, I can assure you, you go follow the ruts, but as soon as you break the crust, it just digs in, hence all these ruts. I've been stuck here, here, here. The route I had in my head when I got here was going to be up here. Well, that's not going to happen. Where I'm trying to go, I can't get a run up, and I've actually gotten less distance than I have last time. And I believe this track, I need to come back with somebody. Here I am trying to film it, and I'm actually thinking of pulling the plug, just because I know it gets worse up there. You've got about 50 meters from where my bike is around this corner. 50 meters. Most people have been trying to go up there, but it's been all washed out with the rain, to get to a normality position. and then you've still got major hill climbs, but it's not as loose as this. So that's a real bummer. But what I'll do is I'm going to go back. This choke point's defeated me again, but I need to save my battery. It's a better walk out that way than it is out that way. This out, seriously. I'm gonna have to drag it, I think. Can't afford to fall down in there. Drag it up. Turn around there. Far out! This track's defeated me again. You can't even get traction with your bloody shoes. No, that's not gonna happen at all. I can't get this out, seriously. This is shit. Lance, you failed. Again. Don't fall. Don't fall there. That would be terrible. This is why you're riding people, Lance. You idiot. Hope I can get up the other side. I don't want to start my bike yet because it's struggling already in this shit. Oh shit. This has defeated me. How depressing. I honestly thought I'd have that. But this is the problem, it's this bit here. Because you've got no run up and you've got those fallen trees there, so you can't take that path because the trees are in your way, it just makes the track so hard. And I've only got about 1 more kilometre of it and I was done on this particular section. And then I had some easy riding till the next hard section. But I've done the next hard section, so I know what to expect. But this has just kicked me in the butt. If anyone can do this track without any help and just smashes it, mate, leave me a comment because you deserve an online pat on the back, to be honest. Because this is the real deal. Oh yes, yes, go Sally. Okay. We're in business. I really don't know. I should just pop up the front wheel, but I'm worried about falling down there. Okay, not out the woods yet. I managed to get my bike over the log with great difficulty. Nearly fell down the freaking valley there because the bike has to be like this, and once to slide I was just able to muscle up, but I bent my clutch out of place and I can't engage my clutch now, so it was very hard to try to get in bloody neutral And now I have to try to hope I've got a size 8. What's this? Oh, beauty. Look at that. Gonna be able to put that back in place, no worries. Which way, Lance? I reckon this way is our friend. Come on. Go, go, go. No, just whacked the side of there. Oh, I'm holding on for dear life. Come on, Sally. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, is that the last hill? I think we're free. Oh, oh. Sydney Blue Mountains hardest fire trail. You're not finished yet, but choke point number 3, you're no joke. Absolutely no joke. I'm going to continue on with this track, but I'll pick up the other end from the safer side and then continue on to choke point number 4. So the reason why I believe the Gibraltar Trail section that I got stuck on no longer gets used is because this is the exit point, and you could go straight past it and not even realise it's here. I'm not going to go down to where I got stuck because I'll get stuck again. But effectively, if you're interested, down there by about 200 metres of where I got stuck, but this just gets steeper and steeper and steeper. And then, as I said, choke point number 3, there's about 100 metres of just, you've got to have momentum and all throttle, otherwise you're just going to get stuck. You can probably push your way out with somebody, but even then there is no traction to be had. Just got to get up there. Choke point number 4. Oh, she's looking rough, that's for sure. Looks like a few 4Bs have been trying to take on this. Fair few big loose rocks that weren't there last time. Whew. Now this is the tricky bit on the right. I'm just going to bounce my way down in there. But when you come up this, if you're coming up, it can be quite a doozy. But going down is not much easier. I've actually never been down this, only up. So this is my first time, wowie. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, just gets steeper and steeper. Oh, I'm gonna have to fall in there. Stand up, Lance. This is actually quite a hard ride to get up as well. Just really working brakes here. See, I want to stand up, and I get it, it's better, but until you've ridden my bike, I've got my suspension due to get done. It's getting booked in, which is good, but it's just not absorbing anything, and you just get thrown offline of the front wheel, so it makes it very hard for me to stand on such a track. But I do know I'm meant to be. Come on, far out. Whew. And then you got more of this loose dirt that can really, it's the same as the Gibraltar track, but because this is not as steep and you've got some natural berms, you generally get up a lot easier, but going down is just as loose. Wow, this is washed out. Holy moly. Oh, don't fall in there, Lance. Oh, well, that's exactly what my rear wheel's about to do. Oh, don't you dare, rear wheel. Oh, that was dicey, man. So this is the last major ascent. There's one more down and up, but that's not major in my books. I've never been up this one, only been down a handful of times. I've always wanted to go up, but it zigzags all over the place, all different routes. I'm just going to go for the easiest possible route, that, well, what looks easy, and hope for the best. But let's just give it a go and see where the bike wants to head off to. Just get a bit of eyes on it. It's the same bloody dirt as that Gibraltar track. Come on, Sally. Oh, that sucks. It's this real weird dirt. Oh, I got up though. Very ugly. Oh wow, that's flowing. Oh, maybe this is not going to be doable. It's not meant to be flowing that much. Look at the water damage. That's just all been smashed out there. That was not like that. This was all rock and dirt when I was last here. Phenomenal. Well, from here she looks pretty good, and we're just going to go straight into it. Beautiful. On you, Sally. Well, there you have it, guys. That's the end of my self-proclaimed Sydney Blue Mountains hardest fire trail, for those 6 reasons in the beginning of the video that I gave as well. I know there's harder tracks out there, but Waterfall Creek track into Gibraltar track, the original Gibraltar track, coming in the other direction. You can do it in both directions, I guess, but please, if you want to do the route, you can download it. The link's in the description. A couple of dollars helps support the channel and my bike. But please go with a word of caution that choke point number 3 could be a bike stealer. You could be going home without your bike. Please go 2 or more up so you can help push if need be. But if anyone can truly do that completely on their own, whether you've got someone watching or not, drop a comment, let me know, because that would just be fantastic to know that people can achieve such a track. It's just simply that surface and that section that makes it so goddamn hard. But on that note, like, subscribe, support the channel, and I'll catch us all on the next adventure, somewhere out in the bushy, no doubt. Catch us all later.